that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bond going to throw it. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Browns, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with, it's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in, and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Grant Delpit, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
The Vikings field goal from 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield on play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Cleveland.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Five yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's about...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Vikings 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here. Mond. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mond now off of play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you said.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffen.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Both sides were holding your breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A big play there on the catch and run.
26-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Mond looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Vikings 11.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone. and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
25 yards. First down.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Vikings 11.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson coming off such a sensational rookie year. He wows him again here with big yardage after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious?
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Hooper. Touchdown! Austin Hooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Sack, baby.
He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Minnesota. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those. Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And powering through at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Mayfield on play action. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. He's got it at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight. Left side taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mond toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mond, a quick throw, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 41, Mond. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So here come the Vikings now as they'll again go for 2. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Browns drive about to get started. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he bowls over him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
Mayfield now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him. And now it's going to go in the other direction.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge 4th quarter hole to dig out of. Down, fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 75 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Mon. And it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go. Let's go. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing.
32-yard line.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Drops it off for Chubb. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb there to make the grab. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left.